Hello, dear friends, and welcome to another gathering of Anchored in Love. We are anchored in love, and we are here to help you to become anchored in love. We are talking about friendships and business in that context because we appear on LinkedIn profile, on LinkedIn platform rather, and oh, I will have to ask someone to mute. Let's see. Um, we we are here to encourage you to build lasting friendship relationships because when we align from that point of human values, of those things that are highest and dearest to our heart, when we aligned a group like that, we discovered in our community that we have leaders from all walks of life. We come really from diverse backgrounds, and we discovered that doesn't matter much. We are really compatible of creating projects together, masterminding, supporting each other on our entrepreneurial journey in our leadership roles. So we found out that everything works better when we start from the friendship base. So that is kind of my feeling where we stand on this subject. But I want to open this for a discussion, and let us assume both points of this argument and see how far we can get. Welcome, dear Angelica.
Hello.
Welcome. It's lovely to see you. So we're just opening up the discussion here on today's subject: business versus friendship. Whether it's possible to have it like we believe, or whether it is no go. Business and friendships don't mix. Let's hear where you stand, dear friends. Who would like to share what they feel? Go ahead, Nicole, please.
So I currently think that it's the best kind of business to do. I like to do business with people I know and like and trust.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not just in business, like in my personal business, but like I'm also a mother. And so I like to do business in that way too, of people I know, like and trust, even more so when it has to do with my kids. And so for me, I feel like I need to model the behaviors that they should be seeking. And I don't like to do business with people if they're not my friend, because if they're not my friend, I don't carry those values of like trust and
Yeah.
honesty and value alignment,
Yeah.
of quality of work and things like that. And so I think without knowing it before this platform existed, that's the kind of working relationships I personally sought out. And
Yeah.
if I wasn't feeling that, that was oftentimes when I would distance myself from certain people or
Right.
businesses.
And this is kind of, I feel from you that this was instinctive, like that this was a natural way of how, where trust is and where friendship is, then that is where you feel like you can trust with you investing further in that relationship. Excellent point. Anyone wants to explore further in this direction or express your views? Go ahead, please, Angelica.
Yeah, so hello to everyone. I perfectly agree with Nicola, and I just was laughing like a few minutes ago because come to my mind the fact that we are signing contract and ask to other people to sign contracts when we are creating business, when we are building business with others. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, we never ask to sign a contract to a friend. And what I want to say that is automatically something that is happening because you are making a deal with other souls, and especially when also Nicole mentioned when you need to deal with the people that you love, so your children.
Mm-hmm.
And every time is a brave decision, and it's so important to respect yourself, respect the others, and be loyal. be the real you. So yes.
So making agreements rather than having expectations, it's really important. That's what I'm hearing from you. Beautiful share. Thanks for that, Angelica, as always. Ryan, I see you nodding. Anything you wish to add?
Yeah. Hey guys, hope you are all good. Hope you've all had a wonderful week too. So, where I stand on the business and friendship proposition is that if you if you go into business with someone who you don't have, uh, may I say it, some type of relationship with,
Right.
that's all what it's ever going to be, business. So there's no opportunity for you to explore that relationship further on the outside of the business. However, if you say you've got a friend, you've been friends for a while, and you decide to do business, then it makes that, it makes that transition a little bit easier, because like you're already friends, and you've already got that foundation, and like that you've already agreed on certain things like values and ethics and all that other stuff in between. So when it comes to doing business, it won't be as hard. And like if there's anything to sort out within the business too, that particular process won't be as hard as whether if it was just like solely business. It's kind of rigid. And one of the things that I was told this week as well is that when you go into business, it's important to have a relationship as well. And I think that is very important.
Yes, I think what more and more we see that in the workplace nowadays, that is transforming itself. I think that people are favoring, it's advantageous if you can develop relationships. But all we are saying is that when we start with aligning values first, then that business relationship is much stronger. Obviously, without that alignment, it could be rocky, and maybe perhaps in certain aspects of business we could have impersonal relationship, but because we are entrepreneurs, we are actually, our businesses are impacting people's quality of life. That is why I think we strongly feel on this point of friendship first and then business. Marina, can I call on you?
I find this very interesting because I suppose because I put my relationship vertically. In a sense, it doesn't matter whether the relationship with another is going to be friendship or going to be business, because I'm seeking to do what God is asking me to do. So, I mean, there's somebody who's I won't name his name, but he's been helping me, and we are developing a relationship because he's been helping me, because he's understanding, because and I feel comfortable with asking him and whatever, but it's vertical, right? And so last night I was led to go and take something that I'd bought for a friend of mine, and then she asked me to stay for a meal, and we had a really lovely, blessed evening, finishing with prayer. But I hadn't planned it. I hadn't asked for it. We've got a very strong relationship vertically over 25 years. But she finished up, not finish up, but one of the things that she happily did was read some of my stuff for the book and make, useful comments. So it sort of developed, it stretched the relationship.
Yes, it contributes to further that relationship in the direction, adding another dimension to it.
So I don't quite see it as, but I'm at a different stage of life, remember. I mean, I'm probably double the age of most of you. So, I mean, not you, Catherine.
Me, of course. I'm 76, by the way. I just look good for my.
Oh, you're the same age as me then, right? So, I mean, it's our phases and stages of our life alter our perspective, and so I certainly wouldn't, and I don't, and I have no right, if you like. But somebody else who sent me something for, I'm going over 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Somebody else who sent me a very, very succinct and very powerful recommendation for the book, and I wrote back and said how grateful I was and how useful this would be for customers, for clients. And then he sent something back, and I said, this is mutuality. When we're doing things in God, there's mutuality. So I seek always to embody that mutuality for whoever comes, I either reach out to or they reach out to me. So that's my perspective.
Yeah, that is important aspect to mention. Thank you for sharing that. It's lovely because the more perspectives that we see here, the richer we become as people, and that is what we seek to gain here, and that is why we're sharing and inviting more opinions to the table, and more views, I should say. Vinod, anything you wish to add, my friend?
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. Actually, I believe that if you are doing business, I mean, to do a business, you really need a relationship. Otherwise, it is not a business. It's just a purchase,
It's
just
just,
a buying. Yeah.
yes, it's
It's
just a
just it's just a one-time transaction. And
transaction.
if you have to, build a business long term, you have to, you should have like honesty and trust, the main factors,
Mm-hmm.
main pillars for your business, and that will be like long term. So I believe honesty and trust are those things.
Yes, yes. Wonderful. Not surprising to hear that from you. And I just want to invite everyone, certainly on the panel here, and those of you who will be watching us and catching this on replay. Angelica and I have interviewed Vinod on Wednesday. So you can find that recording either on my profile or on Vinod's profile, because he shared it as well. It's really, you can find out more about him. But certainly you see how we stand aligned to those highest values inside ourselves, and that is how we build our businesses, and that is why these relationships are important to us, to establish first that we are compatible as human beings, as people, that we can grow together, and then we can add these other elements like business, that we can add more and more and more and build on that vision together. I'm extremely grateful to all of you for taking your time, valuable time, and sharing your energy here and your perspectives with us. And I want to invite anyone who wishes to have these types of discussions to join us in Anchored in Love. The link is right there in the description of this live, and we will also put it in the comments. And if you have any questions, if you wish to join us, because we also organize networking meetings, if you didn't know, and they are fun, and they're going to get even more fun the more I master the tech, right? So thank you for thank you for showing up, dear friends, and I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all next Friday. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye for now.